Hi guys, welcome to Inappropriate Radio. It's your host Tashana. It's been a while. I think I told you guys that I'm back working, so my schedule has changed. So recording on Sundays at 12 is gonna be a little shifty. Right now it's not gonna be live on Sundays. I'm thinking about moving it. I'm not sure yet. But okay, yeah. So I believe the last time we caught up, we talked about faith and, how important it is to have faith. I want to translate that into a more physical sense. Your body is a magnet. Your mind is a magnet. Your heart, your tongue, magnets. Especially if you believe the things that you call, the thoughts and the energy that you call to those different parts of your body, right? And what do I mean? If you say something, if you say it with conviction and you believe it's true, you can speak things or you can think things, into fruition. So this all goes back to faith and just being able to tap into your physical body and have a better understanding of what the Creator may be trying to convey to you. Even if you are not actively viewing yourself as a chosen one or a vessel or a prophet or a psychic or a seer or any type of interpreter between worlds, it's still important to take care of yourself. So that was like the overall thing that I was getting at. And we touched on this in the beginning about how important it is to take care of yourself and how your diet is going to determine the DNA that's activated that'll allow you to access certain information from your ancestors and from the world around you, right? So this is basically just a piggyback on that. If you are eating right and drinking your water and working out and getting your rest and, having a balanced lifestyle, like not doing too many drugs or drinking too much alcohol, for the most part, a lot of things won't be able, and especially praying and staying connected, right? That's the first and foremost, fasting and whatnot. We talked about all of that, right? So if you can maintain those things, I think it is important to remember how useful all of those little tactics are when ascending or just simply trying to become your better self, right? Because essentially that's what it is. An ascension is you embarking on a journey and putting in the work and the effort that's required to become more and more who in God, of who God intended you to be, better versions of yourself. And we talked about, how we can how we can pick our lower selves over our higher selves. Those are the two paths that we get, right? We talked about all of this. So I'm just coming full circle with everything because, like I said, the topic was about faith, and I just wanted to kind of relate that to our health and kind of just remind people that, getting your rest, drinking water, working out, those three things are really important as far as spirituality goes. It's really important for you to build a relationship with your Lord and the angels, your ancestors. Is really important because when you go eat greasy foods, when you go and eat a bunch of sugar, when you're not sleeping, when you're doing a bunch of drugs, when you're not drinking any water, what happens is you become oversaturated with a bunch of literally toxins, right? And what that does is it blocks off and it breaks off it, or I would say weakens the DNA chain, right? So it's doing the exact opposite. I mean, literally, science has, explained these things and described how eating better is beneficial to your genetics. So I think it's important to just keep in mind how taking care of yourself is for sure a way to stay connected, to the spirit world. One thing I know for sure is that when my first ascension happened, I had went vegan. I was like, no eggs, no bread, no cheese, no pasta. Like, I was for real, like the real deal, vegan, and just fruits and vegetables, and just really on a really strict diet. And that was my first ascension. And it's crazy because I could like go in and out, but like actually stopping meat had become harder once I began to eat meat again. And that goes back to your body acclimating to what you consume. And I found myself craving meat, and I found myself my temperament changing again, because when I was a vegan, I was more lighthearted, not lighthearted, but more patient, more just laid back. And I noticed when I started eating the meat again, I had become more aggressive. And this was something that I learned multiple times. Like, I'll stop eating meat for a few months or a few weeks, and as soon as I eat some meat again, I'm like becoming, my temperament is changing, and just I can notice the overall difference in my attitude as well as my perception. Just how I perceive things, how I communicate with other people, and just my overall quality of life. So what I wanted to do was, like I said, just bring up this topic and just remind you guys of what's really important and what's at stake, and just really how to start tapping in into the spirit world. There are many types and forms of fasting you can do. You don't have to necessarily confine yourself to one type of fast. But I would say that I appreciate being able to cut off my diet like that when necessary, because it's not really the easiest thing to do. And I know it does kind of play a trick on the body as well. In certain areas, it makes your body go in and out of whack. So I'm actually grateful that I'm able to cut off my diet like that. Another thing is, and before I go into this topic, I do want to just, like I said, kind of just come up with a new schedule, because I'm looking forward to switching some things around and just really, really getting into like just the nitty gritty and the real stuff, because we didn't really get into that yet, right? This was just surface level stuff, not really anything crazy, but I think it's time to like turn it up a notch. So I'm really gonna be getting a little deeper. I'm gonna be getting a little deeper, and I understand that a lot of people are probably gonna be confused as to like what the heck I'm even talking about. I mean, if you get it, you get it. We'll find out when the conversation starts, but I definitely wanted to just come on here and get back into the swing of things, because I did go to work and a lot of things changed in my schedule. But okay, yeah, so now back to the lecture. So not even really a lecture, but just the segment, right? One thing I do understand is that there are going to be a few things that I have to do in order to be able to relay these messages efficiently and effectively, meaning they have to be correct, on point, and I have to say them in a way where it's not weirding people out, where it's not making people, you guys know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm saying. So one thing that I really do know is that the spirit world is alive and well. Some of us are really skilled at being able to see into the spirit or have a particular spiritual insight, whether you're clairaudient, clairvoyant, any of the clairs, if you're psychic, whatever, however it goes, if you're an interpreter, if you're an intercessor, however it goes, right? Because everything is connected, and all of these roles are instrumental and links, between all of the universes and all of the worlds and all of the galaxies, because Earth is just one little small, planet in the midst of all of the greatness that, the Most High has shared with us and given us. So it's really important to kind of just understand that there are many ways that we could have interpreted this information and really went different ways with it. But I tried to first get everyone involved and just kind of just get your attention a little bit and then go from there, because I understand that, like I said, some people, they don't necessarily agree with the things that I'm saying, or it might be confusing, or it might, it's just different factors. It's different for everyone. So I wanted to avoid that, because it's information that's for everybody, and I don't want people to think that I'm just up here rambling. Like, no, we really have information that we can discuss. You can call the phone anytime. My number is 201-679-9794. But I'm gonna start wrapping this up. I just wanted to check in with you guys. I hope your Sunday was good. I hope you did something productive. At least since July started, right? And it's really good to be chatting with you guys and just checking in. And yeah, I hope you had a good weekend, and I hope you enjoy your Sunday. Cook something good, drink some water, stay out the sun. Unless you want to have some fun in the sun, right? And get in some water. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys have a blessed week, and you stay safe, and you stay prayed up. All right, peace.